Captain Elara Trent stood at the helm of the UHS Endurance, staring at the swirling vortex of the Helix Nebula on the viewscreen. Her crew buzzed around her, each one a testament to the human spirit's resilience and diversity. The galaxy was teeming with genetically perfected species, but humanity remained delightfully, and sometimes frustratingly, flawed. And it was this very unpredictability that had brought them to the brink of war with the Elysians. "Status report, Lieutenant," Elara called out, her voice steady and authoritative. Lieutenant Kaito Nakamura, a tall, wiry man with an infectious grin, tapped on his console. "All systems are green, Captain. No sign of Elysian ships in the immediate vicinity." Elara nodded, turning to her first officer, Commander Lila Vasquez, whose calm demeanor and sharp intellect had saved them more than once. "Layla, any word from command?" Layla shook her head, her dark eyes reflecting concern. "Still no response, Captain. We're on our own out here." Elara sighed, her gaze drifting back to the nebula. "Let's hope it stays that way." As the Endurance navigated through the nebula, the tension on the bridge was palpable. The Elysians, with their perfect physiques and calculated minds, had declared war on humanity, considering them inferior and unpredictable. But this unpredictability had become humanity's greatest weapon. "Incoming transmission, Captain." Kaito's voice cut through the silence. On screen, Elara commanded. The face of an Elysian commander appeared, his features flawless and cold. "Captain Trent, I am Commander Thal of the Elysian fleet. Surrender your vessel immediately." Elara straightened, her voice firm. "Commander Thal, humanity will not bow to your demands. We seek peace, not war." Thal's eyes narrowed. "Your species' unpredictability is a threat to the galaxy's order. You must be contained." Leela stepped forward, her voice sharp. "Containment or extermination, Commander? Your actions speak louder than your words." Thal's image flickered with a hint of frustration. "You leave us no choice, Captain." As Thal's image disappeared, Elara turned to her crew. "Prepare for evasive maneuvers. We can't match their firepower, but we can outthink them." Kaito grinned, fingers flying over his console. "I've got a few tricks up my sleeve, Captain." Layla nodded. "We need to use our unpredictability to our advantage. They're not used to thinking outside their perfect little boxes." Elara's eyes gleamed with determination. "Let's give them a lesson in human ingenuity." As the Elysians closed in, the Endurance darted through the nebula, using its dense gas clouds for cover. Kaito manipulated the ship's systems to create false sensor echoes, confusing the Elysian targeting systems. Thal's voice crackled over the comms. "Captain Trent, your resistance is futile." Elara smirked. "Futile, maybe. Predictable, never." After hours of cat and mouse, the Endurance managed to evade the Elysian fleet. Elara's crew was exhausted but triumphant. Layla leaned back in her chair, wiping sweat from her brow. "We did it, Captain. But how long can we keep this up?" Elara's expression softened. "Not forever. But we can use this time to negotiate. We need to show them that our diversity is not a weakness, but a strength." Kaito looked up, hope in his eyes. "You think they'll listen?" Elara nodded slowly. "They have to. If we can get them to see beyond their genetic perfection, to understand the value of our unpredictability, we might have a chance at peace." Weeks later, Elara stood before the Elysian Council, flanked by her trusted officers. Commander Thal was there, his expression unreadable. "Captain Trent," the Elysian High Chancellor began, her voice resonating through the chamber. "You have demonstrated remarkable resilience and ingenuity. Perhaps there is more to your species than we first believed." Elara took a deep breath. "Chancellor, our diversity is our greatest asset. It makes us adaptable, creative, and yes, unpredictable." but it also makes us capable of great compassion and cooperation. We don't want war. We want to explore the galaxy, just as you do. Together, we can achieve so much more. Thal stepped forward, his gaze meeting Elara's. Perhaps it is time for us to learn from each other, rather than fight. The Chancellor nodded slowly. Very well. We will consider a truce and open negotiations for a lasting peace. Elara smiled, relief flooding through her. Thank you, Chancellor. This is the beginning of a new era for both our species. As the humans and Elysians left the chamber together, Elara felt a surge of hope. The road ahead would be challenging, but she knew that humanity's greatest strength lay in their ability to embrace the unknown and forge a path toward a brighter future.